My Lord, I will focus on disorder in public places and spaces, which is having such a detrimental effect on our lives. And in doing so, I will concentrate on clauses 37 and 38 of the bill, which create a new standalone offence of assault against a retail worker and build on the aggravated offence contained in the Police Crime Sentencing and Courts Act of 2022. Now, I support the new measures, those two new measures in this bill. I want to see violence against someone doing their job dealt with seriously. No one should be subject to random attacks whilst at work. And I should declare, as the Vice Chair of the Customer Service All-Party Group, I don't want people who care deeply about giving great customer service to leave their jobs or to deter anyone from taking up this kind of employment, which is both essential and valuable to us in so many ways. And I will say more about how in a moment. But first, the Institute for Customer Services tracking survey shows violent abuse against all frontline service workers continues to rise. That means public transport workers, those who work in the hospitality trade, people who work in post offices and banks, delivery drivers, and even utility engineers working on the streets. That's why the aggravated offence in the 22 Crime Act covers anyone, not just retail staff, providing a public-facing service or doing a public-facing job. So can I ask the Minister, when he comes to wind up, why this bill's stronger measures only cover retail workers? My Lords, all the people who do these public-facing jobs matter, not just because we need the services they provide. They matter because more often than not, they are the responsible person in charge of public spaces and places. So they don't just need protection, they need our support to uphold our common standards, which are so important to maintaining good order and a civil society. Which means we must show respect for the authority of their roles in public settings, whether their authority in such situations is formal or informal. And we need to give the people who do these jobs the recognition they deserve so they discharge their responsibilities well. My Lords, if we are to prevent violent criminal behaviour in public spaces becoming normalised, we must work together to tackle the low levels of disorder and disrespect that we see on our streets, on public transport, in shops and elsewhere, which cause us to feel so despondent. Litter dropping, feet on seats, watching videos or listening to music on our phones without headphones, queue jumping, fare dodging, graffiti. Police presence on our streets is important. Rapid response from the police to actual crimes is vital. But we can't keep creating new criminal offences and expect the police to deal with everything that's gone wrong in society. We as leaders, whether political, religious, business, public service or union, must use our authority to set, promote and honour the standards we know are vital for a healthy society, yet too often now treat as unimportant. My Lords, I would support expanding clauses 37 and 38 to more than just retail workers for the reasons I've given. But I would ask all the businesses, unions and trade bodies who understandably want more legal protection for their workers to think about what I've said. Likewise, we as legislators must do more than the easy bit of making new laws, as my noble friend Lord Garnier said. Tackling crime and disorder through better policing and stronger sentencing is important, but on its own it's not enough. We need to share and promote what the good citizens of this country want and expect from each other in our shared spaces. That's how we will create the right conditions for people to support each other and together make it harder for people to behave badly and do wrong. Yeah.